Everybody. I want to do a video about the Hall of Fame and steroids. So, if you're saying you're not going to vote for some steroid users, then don't vote for anyone because most players did PEDs. We just don't know the whole extent of it. So, you know, I guess no one's going in the hall except players from a long time ago that weren't voted in before the steroid era. I mean, it's in a nutshell. I mean, okay, Jorge Posada put up close to numbers like Mike Piazza, power numbers. And he has 5 World Series rings. That counts a lot to me. If you've got rings, that counts a lot to getting into the Hall of Fame. And he has 5 of them. Plus, he put up a lot of power numbers. Maybe not quite to where Piazza was, but Posada was putting up some really hefty numbers there. I mean, it was basically Piazza, Pudge, and am I missing anybody? I mean, and then it was Posada, I guess. He might have been like the third catcher. The guy in Atlanta was good, but I don't think he was as good as Posada. What about George Steinbrenner? 7 World Series rings, best owner in the modern game, starting in the 1970s. I mean, there's a case to be said there. Why aren't they voting in George Steinbrenner? And Don Mattingly, how is he not in the Hall of Fame? I know his career was cut short, but in the time he played, he was like the best first baseman. Him and the guy on the Mets in the 80s. I mean, Don Mattingly definitely deserves to be in there. Okay. I know different sport, but Eli Manning. I mean, the guy won 2 World Series, and in those, 2 Super Bowls, and in those 2 Super Bowls, he had 2 Super Bowl MVPs, and he broke every Giants quarterback record. So I know it's a different sport, but that's if he doesn't get in, that's an atrocity. First ballot Hall of Famer for Eli Manning. Okay. And in the end of the day, it's all sports politics. It's not right and it's not fair. It is what it is. I don't think it's ever going to change unless we get some new writers in there with a different mindset that we don't judge them based on steroids. We based on the era where they were. So if there's a whole bunch of guys from the steroid era on the ballot. Oh, and something I didn't bring up, there's already guys in the Hall of Fame that did steroids. Piazza admitted to PEDs. Frank Thomas clearly did something even if he didn't get caught. Big Papi, didn't he make it into the Hall of Fame? He was on the Mitchell Report. Tons of players from the Mitchell Report are in the Hall of Fame as we speak. Maybe there's not concrete proof that they did it, but they were on the Mitchell Report. So it's at least where there's smoke, there's fire. So anyway, that's my take on the Hall of Fame and steroids. Do I wish they'd all do it clean? But when has baseball really ever been clean? I mean, in the old days they didn't do steroids, but spitballs, scuffed up the balls, corked bats, all kinds of different stuff. Pine tar. The game of baseball is about cheating. It's cheating. Okay, this is my notes, by the way, just to let you see them here. If you want to freeze frame or something. Okay, that's my notes there. And that was going on. And, okay, I'm running out of juice, so I'm just going to say, I'm not on the juice. May the force be with you.